Alright, we got quads today, and before we get in there, I'm going to go over something that I thought I'd bring up, because I saw just from some of the things I posted on TikTok, and also it reminded me of something I went through when I was a couple years into working out, and be a nice lesson to touch on. Just to give some context on my TikTok. I made one that was talking about, kind of irrelevant what the TikTok was about, but it was like, I was talking in the gym about rep ranges, like fatigue, whatever. Point being made is there was like 3 comments or something, a few comments of like paragraph, like a big paragraph long, of like, you know, you're talking about it's this, and this, mechanical tension, and this, and that, and like, I don't know, it was just clearly like it's some emotional response, like being upset about something I said, and it's like, it's this and this, like regurgitating something someone else said to them, and then like spitting it out at me. And bringing it up because I want to mention how I used to be like that, and why it changes over time when you work out, and the more you learn day to day about it. So let me give out just like the timeline of how it makes sense of like. Let me give a story first of me a couple years into working out, and then I'll give the overview context of how it works with the comparison of starting something new to how much you actually know about it, to what your confidence is about what you're doing. Which is like, if you've ever heard it before, the Dunning-Kruger effect. This is exactly what I'm going to go over, a story time of me, beginning, and then lay out the Dunning-Kruger effect, and then analyze the part where people are commenting on my post saying that, like, trying to, like, hold me wrong or something, like, whatever. Get shit. So a couple years into working out, of course, you look up your own stuff online, or I would look up my own stuff online, like, how much protein should I be eating? How many reps should I be doing? How much weight, or how many sets should I be doing for each muscle group? All this shit just to figure out how to make a good training routine for yourself. Should my training right? Because, I mean, of course, you starting out, you don't know what the fuck you're doing, right? And then you start following people online, social media, and you start seeing people that's like, oh, this person's an exercise science major, or like, oh, they have a really big following and they teach about like fitness, and it's like they're all science-based. It's like, oh, well, of course I want to do science-based because that makes the most sense, right? Science, because it's science, it has to be right? So yeah, that being said, like, you have the influence of people that just be like fitness influencers, in addition to what you just look up on your own. And they will, sorry, I was laughing in the car. They will, they can guide you, and they can also guide you in the wrong direction as well, right? So you get fed more and more information from them, and then it starts to make you feel like, man, I really understand all of it now, because he's just laying out how I'm supposed to be working out, how I'm supposed to be eating, how long should I be doing like a rep for, how long should I do the eccentric. Like, man, I really know a lot. Like, I just learned what an eccentric is the last week. Like, fuck, I know a shit ton. I never heard that word before, but now I know. If you're not doing it for 4 seconds, like, you're a retard. Like, so I say that because I got to that point a couple years into working out, because I would learn all this terminology and like these words that you'd never heard before. It's like, wow, I really know what I'm talking about now, because I just know what mechanical tension means now. That sounds pretty fucking fancy. But yeah, I know how to work out. It's a couple years in. It's like, and then you start seeing other people's posts online that aren't from this big influencer that has a big following, right? And they'll make a post about something. They may be saying the exact same thing as what you're talking about, but it may be different words, and you'd be like, well, this guy's what he's talking about. It's not what I was taught. It can't be right. It's not science. Like, and it's the overconfidence from watching some other person talk about it, and there's a few flaws with it. One is there's not the full context of like what they're talking about within like a 30-second fucking video. Like, a lot of it's out of context. Also, not a lot of it, but oftentimes some of the stuff they say may sound good, but in reality they're just saying it because it's going to get a lot of views, because of whatever may be in the video. It may be like intriguing, contradictory, I don't know, like flashy, something that makes people comment, and you may not realize that, and then think that you're still learning and like, still receiving more information to be like, yeah, I know everything, and messes up with what's actually going on and working out. Because, I mean, you got to realize that they make their income, they put food on the table from you watching their videos, right? And the more people they get to watch it, the more food they get on their plate. So with all those being said, it got me to that point where I was just like, man, I really know everything. Like, for me, at the time, this was like 2020, I think, 2021 maybe, and JPG coaching was like the man at the time. He had like 4 million followers, exercise science guy. And I guess nowadays, whoever the fuck, TNF, I don't watch him, but I sure as hell know a lot of people that went down that route, or the route that I'm just talking about that I did with JPG. It's usually from TNF, because they're about like this very, very, almost the exact same fucking niche, right? Exercise science, talking about all this science shit. Makes you feel like you know what you're talking about, every aspect of working out, right? So yeah, I really lived vicariously through what he said, and I felt like I knew everything. And of course, that's pretty fucking wrong. Like, I know significantly more information than what I did 4 years ago. I look back at a lot of it that I thought, and it's like, dude, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Even though I would speak like I did. Yeah, it was like that for a solid year to 2 years. And then eventually, I was finally able, I want to say snap out of it, but realize like, all right, I'm getting fed some BS here. Also, I probably don't know everything. Was when he made a video that was like talking about doing like a intermittent fast, like a day fast, pretty much every like 4 days, once every 4 days. And I did that to cut. It was like a protein sparing modified fast. Pretty much you would only eat fucking chicken 1 day out of the 4 days. Well, no, excuse me. 4 day interval. On 1 day, you would only eat chicken that day for like 200 grams of chicken, nothing else. You'd eat 800 calories. And then your other 3 days, you would be in like a 500 calorie deficit, which is fucking retarded. Like, so dumb. It destroys your hormones. You're gonna lose way more muscle than fat. Like, I can go on and on about why that's bullshit. But the guy who has 4 million followers, made a TikTok about it, right? It's like, oh, well, he clearly knows what he's talking about. It's like, no, dude, he made that TikTok because he gets a lot of views and makes you feel like you know what we're talking about, and it sounds fucking fancy. That's what people really love to eat up. When you say something like protein sparing, modified fast, people are like, give me that shit. That sounds fucking crazy. Like, I know what I'm talking about now. I know what a protein sparing modified fast is. Like, get off me. So, like, the same goes for like, oh, talking about mechanical tension, like, all the same shit, just fucking It's just vocab. And yeah, I lost a fuck ton of weight in a month, dude. I lost like 30 pounds in a month. I was scrawny. I was shredded, sure, but like I was malnourished. And this was my freshman year of college, so it was 4 years ago. Yeah. And yeah, by the end of that, finally started eating again and recover. I'm like, all right, well, I don't fucking like this guy anymore because he made this TikTok, clearly just get some views, and a well-known page, 4 million followers, specifically a science-based lifting page, right? And my body got fucking shut down because I was just blindly following what he said, and felt like I knew everything. The big takeaway there. So, and that's like the Dunning-Kruger effect, which is what I want to talk about. Is, let's say this is like I'll give it out like a chart. Y-axis, X-axis. Bottom is knowledge of lifting, right? Top is confidence, like perceived knowledge of how much you think you know. That's what it is. How much you think you know versus how much you actually know, right? And like hopefully this is right, from left to right over time, it's an over time interval, right? So, sorry, I'm trying to make sure this isn't like an inverse the camera when I, oh, it probably is. Oh well. So this is the axis. You probably start in the middle, right here, right? Start off thinking a little bit, not much, and it's a big swing up. This is where those people that were commenting on my post are, most likely. And then like this, and then you just get fucked. Not literally, but like you know more than you do when you started, but you feel like you don't know jack shit, right? And then it eventually starts to go up, right? So it's here, heightened, crash, and slowly back up. And yeah, when I after I lost that 30 pounds in a month, I was like, that was like the bottom part of the Dunning-Kruger for me. And I'd say over the past 3 to 4 years, I'm been going up this way. And on the timeline of how much you actually know versus how much you think you know, I know significantly more now, even being at like this point when I was just starting and I thought I knew fucking everything, right? So yeah, it's just something to keep in mind, because I feel like almost every single person, every guy at least working out, gets to that point around a year, 2 years, maybe even 3 years. They fucking think they know just everything in the entire world. And then a lot of them don't accept that they don't know everything, and then they just stay the same. Like their physique will not change for a decade because they can't let go of the ego of thinking they know everything, right? And they just can't be wrong. I have to know everything. It's arrogance, right? And yeah, it's tough to let go of that in any aspect beyond lifting, but it's what allows you to grow and progress. So if you want to be somebody, you have to put aside your pride, right? So yeah, how that plays into the TikTok comments, it was just, I just, when I got those comments, of course, I have so much to learn still, but what I posted, I know damn well what I was talking about. Like, my fucking coach and I talk about it at the time. Talk about it a lot. And my coach works with the pro coaches that coach Olympians. So, if you're telling an Olympian he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, like, just because it's not coming from an Olympian's mouth, that's coming from my mouth, doesn't mean it's like invalid. Okay? But when I saw those comments, I immediately thought of the Dunning-Kruger effect of them at like the first year or two, way up here, perceived thinking that they know a shit ton, but still not as much as like it could be. And then seeing where I'm probably at, which is like right here, like the yelling down. But I don't know, it kind of reminds me of that meme where it's like the lion yelling at the monkey. The monkey sitting there like this, the lion's fucking mouth open. Yeah. But yeah, what? I don't even bother to reply to them because it's like, I used to be just like that. I used to be in the exact position. So it's like, can I really hate it? Or accept that's like, yeah, I used to be like that. So I understand. I get it. So anyways, sitting in the parking lot now. Got quads. Beta Alanine's got a fucking ass tingling. Or maybe that's... or maybe that's just because I've been sitting down in this car now. Hot ass car in fucking Florida. Yeah, anyways, quad extensions, leg press, squat, calves, abs, get out of there. More volume, more sets, higher reps. Well, it doesn't have to be higher reps. Some of them will be higher reps, some will be like 8 reps. And then just the more volume, because it's only 3 exercises, but you'll see it. It's been the same shit for a fucking year. See you guys in there. Alright, we're just gonna start with quad extensions. 1, the one leg press I wanted to use taken. 2, you could call it laziness of not wanting to have to push as heavy as fucking weight on the leg press. Because I know after doing this, go straight to the leg press, it's gonna be like half the weight I could normally do. Because my quads are gonna be cooked from this. So, I guess you could say I don't feel like having a headache after doing leg press today. But other than that, it's gonna be the same shit. So, I already warmed up. Did like half the weight I normally do. At least for this, for like quads, do like quads, chest. I don't know, maybe some other things. Like, dude, if you don't warm up, I feel like I'm just gonna get fucking cooked. Like knees, especially on this. This directly hits the alignment of your knee. I don't remember the exact name inside of it, but so it definitely helps to warm it up. Oh, also like something I used to do is if you ever have like knee pain from like squatting or pressing, one way to help with it, I guess like a rehab part of it, is if you do super lightweight on this, like I'm talking barely anything, just for the sake of rehabbing this. If you go up, hold it for like 3 seconds, obviously keep your toe in a line, go back down, hold it for 3 seconds at the top. This like isometric helps strengthen your knee. It also helps with the alignment of it, because I used to have, PFPS? Patellofemoral pain syndrome, where it's like the groove of your knee looks like this, and then your knee slides through it there. And sometimes when it gets moved to the side, it starts scraping against the bone that it's like held in. And that's when you start to get the pain from like the pressing, squatting, like all the above. And part of the rehab was one of it was, I want to say rehab, I wasn't like out of commission, but part of like help just to strengthen it was doing that with super lightweight. So, all right, let's get it. Whew, shit. Alright, so I can get this going. Dude, let me show this. There's nobody here. Clutch. Sunday. I think this is what you get for Sunday at 4 p.m., but probably not have to wait for anything today. It's nice. I don't know, just control it. I only go halfway down, just keep the tension in my quads the whole time. But other than that, as long as one of my movements between pressing and squatting is like parallel feet, just to help with the alignment of your knee. As long as there's one of them. I mean, obviously, if you're more comfortable doing like I know for me squatting, when I have my feet out like that, it's way easier to squat. But just to help with the alignment, to help prevent the PFPS coming back, having at least one, like at least for leg press, having parallel helps with that. Keeps everything in line here. Just think about if this is this, pushing like this, torques your knee, right? So, yeah, I guess that's it. Don't really overcomplicate it. Oh shit. Whew. Whew. All right. I think we're throwing the plate on for the last all set. Fuck. Okay. Whew. All right, we'll move on to some belt squat. Fuck it up. All right. I definitely got way more than I wanted on. God, I don't know what my lower back is tweaking, but I definitely got way more than I wanted on leg press, so I'll up the weight on this, make at least this one a little bit lower rep. So I cranked out like 12, 4 sets of fucking 12 on that. So it's besides the last one, because I put an extra plate on it, but the whole point of me putting the extra plate was because I was like, probably should be pushing some more. So we got 2.25 on this. Yeah, normally I do 2, but we'll see. As long as I can get some shit like between 6 and 10, preferably 8 and 10 today, but that's kind of the scheme of how I gauge the rep ranges for the pressing and squatting movement. As long as one of them is like more of a higher rep, get more blood flow in the quads, and another one's actually like slinging some weight around. So this is supposed to be the one I'm slinging some weight around. And then the quad extension, I mean, it's just higher reps, obviously. Get my quads activated, get pumping them, and then push hard in those last couple sets. So yeah.
can't do this. These squats are kicking my ass. We'll see. If I can get 8 on this, I'll keep the same weight, but if I get less, I'll probably just fucking drop it 15 pounds each side. Because I know I'm already cooked. This is also the last thing we got for quads. Calves, abs, so maybe I'll do a drop set anyways, but the last set though. Not this one. Okay, let's go north. Alright, we'll do probably just 2 plates because I know this next set I'm not going to get jack shit. Maybe we'll do a drop set, maybe just a rest pause. Honestly, just depends on how this set ends. If I can get the last rep, I'll probably just do a fucking rest pause. Save myself the time of trying to waddle off this thing, take a plate off, and then set back up. We'll do rest pause. I'm not gonna bother to move the cameras for these. Just crank them out, pull those and get out of here. Alright. 2x quads are cooked. I'm talking cooked. Oh, the acne. Whatever. Dude, that hurt to flex. Oh man, what is this, day 5 of the mini cut? I should get the striations back here by the end of this mini cut, but it's an uncomfortable pump. Why is it so pitch black? Okay. We'll call it there. Dog it up in the car. And if I can get the rest of the meals down today. See you in the car.
All right. I guess I didn't hit record as soon as I got in the car, but now we are. Solid lift, of course. Train hard. Sunday quads. I mean, just gotta get it done. And I don't think there's much to touch on what I said prior to the workout with the Dunning-Kruger effect thing and all the above. So I might as well not touch on it again. So, what do you want to know? Honestly, just for like a quad day, I'd say it's good if it just has a pressing movement, squatting movement, extension movement. I just prefer to do higher amount of volume, like sets, the same shit, instead of switching up 6 different quad exercises, like 2 sets. If you want to do that, go for it. If it makes you feel better, do like, instead of 4 sets of leg press, do 2 sets of leg press, 2 sets of lunges, or Bulgarian split squats, and then like 2 more sets of there's so many exercises. Yeah, you get the point. And just split it up that way. But seriously. But yeah. Anyways, that's why it was only 3 exercises. And also, you saw there was no fucking joke. Each set, definitely killer. But yeah, day 5 of the mini cut. If you want to know the rationale of why, I'm not even gonna bother saying it, but rationale behind like when you should cut, when you should bulk. I don't know if it was 2 or 3 days ago video, but I spent like the entire 10 minutes before I got to the gym talking about what reasons you should turn it into a cut. Just the TLDR is abs aren't visible anymore. Your training's starting to turn to shit, regardless of increasing your calories. And another one is you start to put proportionally more fat on than muscle, even with the same increase in body weight. It means your body isn't utilizing the food as well anymore with your insulin and nutrient partitioning. And then turning your cut back into bulk is usually the inverse of why you started your cut. To an extent, like if your abs are visible again, but like just barely visible, doesn't mean just start your bulk again. But I don't know. I'm trying to think if I should make this entire talk about that. I already did. It was on a previous video, but I'm sure I'll talk about it more later. What do we want to talk about? Whatever else I was wrong about 2 or 3 years into working out, sure, I can elaborate on some of those, because I guess I can make that the theme. Because if you watch the beginning of me talking about that 2 or 3 years of lifting, I'm assuming you'd be the same person watching the end of the video. So, yeah, what else would be, I guess overcomplicating the training. I know, I used to write in my notes app the exact exercise, exact machine I would use in the gym, in the exact order I would do my lift, the amount of sets, the amount of reps, the amount of weight, to a T. And I'd go back into the gym the next session and try to get just 1 more rep with the same weight, or 5 more pounds with the same amount of reps. And that literally always ended in a plateau and then you just go in this spiral downwards of trying to figure out what's wrong. Why are you plateauing? Like, why has it been 3 weeks and I've got the same amount of weight and reps? And the answer 90% of the time is, well, it's because of the way you're tracking your progress. Not that you aren't getting more weight and reps. You could be getting more, or you could be getting more progression, but it's just the quality of the reps are better. Control it more. So, yeah, that was definitely something that I know more of now. With tracking the food matters tremendously more with how you actually manipulate the food, being in the surplus. Knowing that you actually are by tracking your morning weight week to week, adjusting the diet accordingly, not just blindly following what a TDEE calculator tells you. And like weekly check-ins, seeing how your body's responding to the food, how well is it utilizing the food to turn into muscle compared to fat. Adjusting your diet according to like how was your training that week, how was your recovery, how's your digestion, all the above. So I'd say those are way bigger ways of dialing in your progress. I'd say just the biggest thing when I go to the gym now is just, 1, did you train hard? 2, did you do enough volume to get a solid pump of the muscle you're hitting? I think that's it. Honestly. I did enough volume and I fucking trained hard. Throwing some intensifiers, that's just part of the training hard side. So, yeah. Yeah, and the rest is fucking diet, dude. Diet, sleep, sure, but all the diet. Yeah, I think we'll call it there. Quad's got me brain dead. Quad has me brain dead. Tomorrow, rest day. Day after that, chest, then biceps, then hamstrings, then shoulders, then back, then quads, then chest, then biceps, then hamstrings, then shoulders, then back, then quads. Yeah. Same thing for the past year and a half. So, all right. Appreciate y'all watching. See you guys in 2 days. Peace.